Thank you, Sean, for that wonderful introduction, and it's good to know that you have some good selective memory as well. You know, teamwork, Carl. You said teamwork. The theme is teamwork. I understand you're going to be celebrating college, your favorite teams. You're supposed to. I know there's at least 3 Dayton Flyers on this stage, and I know the university is proud of at least 2 of them. So I'll let you come to the conclusion about who those 2 are. It's a pleasure to be with you again, Aaron. Always good to be with you. I know you lobbied hard against me opening up the conference. You were lobbying for yourself to perhaps take this role, and it's always a great opportunity to visit with you. You do great work. You're a wonderful organization. You're striving every day to become a better organization, both as individuals and collectively, and that's important as we begin another election cycle. Looking back in the 3 years that we have worked together, I was just reflecting on this the other day, coming up with a list of all the things that we had done. It's become quite a long list, and thank you for that work. How many times have you heard someone say, "Every vote matters, your vote can make a difference"? We preach it all the time. Every vote matters, your vote can make a difference. Well, I thought it was time to prove it. And as I was reading through some of the media accounts of the elections that occurred this last November, I started stumbling on a lot of, well, this election was decided by 1 vote, this election was tied, a lot of very close elections. And I went to my staff and I said, do we have any historical data on how close elections have been from cycle to cycle? Nobody could find that data kept in one place where it was collected. And I thought it was something that we needed an answer to. So I asked my staff to review the recounts that you reported to us in the 2013 general election. And out of 110 recounts in 65 counties, there were 35 local candidate races and 8 local issues that were decided by 1 vote or by breaking a tie. 43 overall. 1 vote or by breaking it. 1 vote would have made the difference, or it was a tie vote. And in matter of fact, 1 case in Licking County, which the 9 of diamonds was the winning card that the mayor drew there, as that race was decided by lot, as required in law. Pretty amazing stuff. And tie votes can be an elections official's worst nightmare. It really can, but not for you. You got focused on the details. Immediately following the election, your attention is on certifying accurate results, making sure there are no mistakes. That's what everybody did in all these cases. All those cases I talked about, there weren't any problems. Everybody got focused. They did it the right way. And your attention to certifying those accurate results and making sure that there were no mistakes is a big deal. But when you step back and you think about this, all that's pretty important. It's pretty amazing stats. Just 1 person could have made the difference in deciding whether a school levy would pass or whether another person would have served an important local office like township trustee, city or village council, or the school board. This is further evidence to voters that every vote can make a difference, and they must take their right and responsibility very seriously. Every election matters. Every vote matters. And for us as election officials, the fact that a single vote can have such a big impact in so many places is why we must focus heavily on the accuracy of the voter rolls and the integrity of the elections process. Details matter. You hear me say that a lot over the course of time with my staff and with you. Details matter. Close elections reinforce our mission to make it easy to vote and hard to cheat in Ohio. And that is exactly what we will continue to do in 2014. Speaking of 2014, what can you expect? As quickly as we move forward to the important work on this year's election schedule. It's on us already. Holidays are over, election schedule right around the corner, a lot of important things happening. And we want to deliver another smooth and fair statewide election. The spirit of bipartisan cooperation that exists among the vast majority of the board members and staff here is reassuring to me as we prepare for another election year. It's very reassuring. the work that you do together, the standards you set. However, when it comes to election matters, that spirit does not exist in every bipartisan body in the state. Despite the good efforts of everyone in this room, we begin another election cycle in Ohio with some uncertainty about what the rules will be for voting. I cannot predict the future when it comes to the General Assembly or the courts, but as Secretary of State, I will continue to push for clarity. And I will continue to make the case that sooner is better when it comes to making election laws and rules so that you can adequately prepare to carry them out, respecting both the laws and the voters. Let me move on to the question of uniform and fair primary hours. This is something that I know